So in the extraction phase, so what we have done it here in the extraction phase, so we have implemented the all the missing nodes, then all the softwares are got extracted, then once the softwares are extracted, then all the in the EPS in directory, all the inconsistencies, everything is checked in the extraction, and missing nodes, everything we have done it here. So now you are in the position, what exactly happens in the sum tool, how many types of sum tool, how many sum steps here. There are the 6 phases of the sum tool: extraction, configuration, checks, and these are the things we have here, right? So these are the things we have here. So then in the extraction phase, what exactly happens here? In the extraction phase, it asks the passwords, then scanned the all the softwares, extracted the all the patches, then it asked us to implement the some missing nodes. Those things it has done in the extraction phase. Now you are clear what will happen in the extraction phase. Then extraction is done, just click on the next button, then it will go to the configuration phase. So in the configuration phase, it will ask the, so some archiving mode. Do you want to disable the archiving mode? And also the parallel processing configuration here. Parallel processing configuration here means, so you want to uptime, how many process we have to run it here. Then downtime, how many process we have to execute it here. So there is a one SAP thumb rule, uptime, how many process we have to do that one. So downtime, how many process we have to so give this one. So this process is depends upon the number of CPU cores here. So suppose if you have the 8 CPUs uptime, then 8 CPUs we have, then 8 into number of process we have to give it here, right? Suppose we have the 8 CPUs, we have to give the, so 8 CPUs, then 8 into number of process, 8 into 1 ratio, we have to give the process here. 8 into 1 ratio, we have to give the process here. So then uptime, how many process? Downtime, how many process here? Then uptime, how many SQL process? Downtime, how many SQL process here? There is a thumb rule, there is a formula from SAP, how many we have to give it. So I will explain it. Okay, but for now, just choose the default option. Why? Because we have chosen the standard one here, right? We have the 3 types of scenario: single, standard, and downtime optimized, which means advanced here, right? We choose the second option, standard, then just click on the next button here. So something you chosen wrong, then go back here, then you can validate it here. Go back and you can validate it here. Go back and just you can go back and you can validate the configuration here, right? Continue with the roadmap steps. Suppose here you have chosen the, suppose you are not sure uptime, how many process, downtime, how many process, then go back and see, now you are okay, right? So now you are okay. Now, so run the SGen during the upgrade. So it's not required. Normally, we will disable the SGen during the upgrade. It's not required. So we will run it after the upgrade is completed. We will run the SGen compilation of the programs here. Then click on the next button here. So we missed that one. Then we can choose it here. Now during the upgrade, during the configuration phase, what it is asking in the configuration phase, it is asking the up. So we are discussing about the some steps here, right? Let me note down what are the things are happening in the sum tool here. So we are in the sum extraction. We have completed the extraction, right? Then configuration phase. In the configuration phase, what it is asking in the configuration phase, so it is asking the configuration of the parameters here. Parameters means configuration of the parameters. Parameters means uptime, how many process, downtime, how many process, then SPDD, SPAU transports, still if any TMS, TMS transports, then it will ask the all the information here. So let me check here. Now SPDD, SPAU transports, if any, we have to give it here. This is our first system. We don't have any SPDD, SPAU transports here. Sir, what is mean by SPDD, SPAU? I will tell you. There is a phase here. We have to discuss about this more in the SPDD, SPAU here, right? So then we don't have, why? Because this is the first system. If you are doing the second system, definitely you have the SPDD, SPAU transports from your development. Then those transport request numbers we have to paste it here. Just click on the next button. Then it will go to the next screen here. You have any STMS transport request, any emergency transport request you want to import during the upgrade? No. Then, so then you can just click on the next button here. If you have, you can provide it. If you don't have, no need to provide anything here. So you provide the some process here. It is checking, and it will go to the next step here. It will go to the next step here. So you can check the logs here. So what's happening and all those things here, you can get the all the details here. And each process there is a log here. It will generate the logs in the logs list here. This is the task list, means which phase is running currently. Then after that, what is the next phase? What is the next phase? So there is a play symbol here, right? Now upload fast is running here. All the patches will upload it here now. So it is running here, right? What is the this phase means? It will retrieve the packages from the, so DVD means your download folder. It will retrieving the all the packages here. That is the concept here. Then that is completed. Then it will went to the is underscore init phase here. Then it is, so play symbol. You can see the play symbol which is running here. What is this symbol means? It is completed. Now see EHP inclusion symbol here. So it is moving automatically. It is taking. Then whenever it will ask the inputs, we have to provide the inputs. Then after that, just we need to see the screen. It will process the next steps and everything here. This is a some upgrade scenario, right? We are doing this one. So now this taking some time here. Then after that, next phase. After that, next phase, like that, it will continue the all the phases here. This is the task list. Here we can see what task is running here. Then if we go to the logs here, then what is the log? It is currently running here. EHP inclusion, EHP inclusion. If we open this log, here it will clearly display the what's happening here. So what are the patches it is updating here? What are the components it is updating here? So we are updating the SAP basis. Entire components we are updating. SAP basis, SAP ABA, SAP underscore UI, PI, BW, all components are we are changing to the, so 22 patch level 222.002.22 we are updating, right? All the patches we are getting updated, all those things here. That is what it is considering here, right? So then once this is the logs, this is the task list here. So this is the breakpoint. What is mean by breakpoint here? So SAP sum tool, what happens? So internal tasks automatically it will take it out. It won't ask the your confirmation, but whenever the configuration is completed, whenever it is going to the checks phase, that time it will ask the your confirmation. That time we have to provide the click next button. Just click the next button. But internally within the configuration itself, there is a multiple subphases here. You don't need to remember the all the subphases here. It's a thousands of hundreds of subphases are there. It's highly impossible to remember here, right? So then few things, okay, we can remember. So few more things, it's not possible here. So here, suppose currently EHP inclusion is running here. No, I want to stop the sum tool from here. Then just we can set the breakpoint here. Just set the breakpoint here. Then we can set the breakpoint here. Then select it here. Then you can go for the break. Then you can go for the break. Then whenever you go for the break and whenever this phase is completed, the sum tool will stop here. Sum tool will go for, it won't go to the next step here. Means I want to review what's happening in the component info phase. This will start after the EHP inclusion phase is completed. So normally sum tool one by one, automatically it will execute it. I want to emergency, I want to go for the break, I want to pause it here. Then just you can set the break. Then now we can go for the break. Then once the EHP inclusion is completed, some tool will ask you confirmation. So break, you set the break point, remove the break point. Do you want to continue? Like that, it will ask the confirmation. Then we need to go for the next step here. Like this, we have to set it out. This is the break points here, right? So the next one, this is the sum tool version, everything. Just note down the sum tool version also here. Why? Because the version is very important. Sometimes they may ask you, what is the version of the sum tool you used here, right? What option you choose? Single, standard, downtime. You can just say standard downtime. Then the sum utilities here. Anytime while it is running here, anytime if you want to stop the sum tool, you can stop it. If you want to change the color schema, suppose I don't want to this theme here, I want to some color theme here. Then I want to some like, so this theme I need here. Then some tool will set this theme here. So themes, so some themes, background themes in mobile, how we will set it out. So that we will set the themes here, that we will set the themes here like this. So the theme is changed. See here, the theme is how the theme is getting changed here. It's very slow. See like this here. See now theme, everything is black. If you don't like this theme, just go back again. Just go back again. Go to the color schema. Just you can change the just normal standard scheme. You can change it here. Just changing the theme depends upon the your view. You can change the, so you can see this theme, you can change it here. This is something different. You got the some different color in the background here, right? So this is the way. So that is the theme scheme here. So utilities means, so I think is anytime we can go back and we can increase the process, whatever the configuration phase. In the configuration phase, you have chosen the some process, right? Uptime, how many process, downtime, how many process. Anytime you can go to here, then we can change it here. Go to the some utilities here, some utilities there, we can change it here. Just to go to the some utilities, we can change it here. Just to go to the some utilities, then here we can change it here. It's very slow. Let me log into the main server, so where we have the, this one is running here. And ADM. Yeah, just refresh the screen. It's a previous screen only. So refresh the screen. So it will go to the wherever today's run is available, it will go to that phase here. This is the actual server where we are running the all those things here. Right, so it is in the EHP inclusion here. So actual work starts from pre-processing. Pre-processing and executions are the main phases here. Pre-processing and execution are the main processing here. That's why there is a one big session entails some overview. So I want to explain that one, but so we are yet to come to this phase here. Once we process these phases, then we will come to the, I can explain more what exactly happens in the pre-processing and execution phases here. So that's what I'm waiting for this main session, one of the important session to explain here, some execution phases. So these are the main two phases here. So here you can see, you can go to the here some utilities. So anytime, suppose you mentioned that you wrongly given the some process, but you already passed that step and you are already in the 10th phase somewhere, you have already given that one. So now anytime you can just go back, go to the some parameters here. So now you can just change the process here. Now you can change the process here. So suppose like you have given the very wrong parameters, less parameters you have given. Now you want to change it. Now you can change it here. Now you can change it here. Anytime you can change all the process, everything here. Suppose you have wrongly entered the passwords here, then you can again enter the passwords here. If you want to reset, you can reset the passwords. So anything you can do it from again some utilities. So even though that step is completed, not all the things, only passwords, uptime process, these things here. So the questions they may ask you, so during the configuration phase, you have chosen the parameters like uptime 4 and downtime 8, but later you realized and you want to increase the process, then how can we change it? Again, if you want to go back, again, it will be reset. Then that is the time consuming again. But instead of that, we can go to the sum utilities. In the sum screen, in the sum utilities, we can dynamically also, we can change the process here. You don't need to go back. That is the answer you need to tell to them. Okay, so this is the one of the important question here. So how can we dynamically change the process here? Dynamically means without restart. Go to the sum utilities, we can change the passwords, process list, increase the process and decrease the process, you can give it here. Right, so what exactly we are doing, let me give you the one brief idea here. Okay, so why? Because this is the step we are going to discuss. So now you know how to start the sum tool, right? How to start the sum tool, how to download the stack configuration files, then how to place it server level, how to start the sum tool, then what is the port number, so what happens in the sum screen, so what are the phases we have, so what are the scenario steps we have. These all are the interview point of time asking questions. Okay, each and every point is very important in the sum tool, right? So this is the your SAP system here, right? This is the your host, your Windows host here. So in the Windows host, you have the SAP system is running on here. Then SAP system is running on here. You have the database also running on here, right? The same host SAP and DB is running on here. SAP means here SAP kernel is running here. SAP kernel is running here. SAP kernel is running here. Then here in the database means we have the tables, application tables. So repository, first we have the repository here, original repository, I can say original. Then we have the application tables here. Application tables we have here, right? This will be in the database level. Table level data. So SAP will connect to the SAP to directly, it will connect to your database. So this is the SAP screen. This is the DB screen here, right? So now what's happening here? You one day you want to start the sum tool, then you started the sum tool here in the OS level. This is the sum screen. This is the sum tool. Sum file you placed it, you have extracted, you know how to download the sum tool, and here sum tool, then there is a HA, host agent. So you started the sum tool here, you started the sum tool, then sum tool, it won't directly connect to the SAP system via host agent, it will connect to the sum tool here, right? SAP system via host agent, sum tool, will not directly contact your SAP system. This is the SAP system, right? Via host agent, it will connect to the SAP system to perform the upgrade of your SAP system, means components upgrades and everything it will do here, right? So then when you started the sum tool opening, then there is a URL opened, you are working on the sum screen, then there is a steps here, right? Steps we have here, like, so extraction, so then configuration, then checks phase, then pre-processing, then we have the some steps like execution, then post-processing. Then we are in the extraction phase, all the softwares, whatever here in the sum tool, it will extract it. Then it will go to the configuration. In the configuration phase, uptime how many, to speed up the process, we are giving the uptime how many process, downtime how many process. If you want to increase, we can increase it. All those things we are doing here. Then checks phase, it will check the any open SPDD, SPIU items, any unrelated transports, all those things it will check it out here, right? So breakpoint encountered. You see here, previously we set the breakpoint here. So now it won't go further until we remove the breakpoint here. Just to remove the breakpoint, just click on the continue here. Then it will go to the component mode information here, right? So it is asking the, you want to change this add-on target level. Just click on the next button here. So what are the support packs you want to include? SAP GWF, and it is going to the second patch level. So it is going to the STPI, it is going to the fire. All are going to second, fire. Just click on the next button. Here in the bind patch selection, we need to clearly check what is the target patch levels and everything. Then click on the next button here. Means from which level to which level it is going. Those selection we have to clearly check. Then we need to click on the next button. You can see sum is progressing now. Let's go to the phase. So here, this is the phase here. This is the run here. So each and every phase, it will automatically, it will update it here, right? We want to check the logs. If you just click this button, so what's happening in this page, you will get the clear picture here, what's happening here. So all the information, you will get it out here, logs, task list here. So here, sum tool will create the, one folder here, USR, SAP, SID, sum. Under the sum, we have the above. So here we have the all the details and everything. Under the above, we have the system, right? Whenever the shadow system building, it will create here. So then, so EXE, this is the shadow EXE which is creating here. Shadow EXE. Why? Because shadow system creation, shadow system installation, everything it will happen, right? Here it is taking care of the all the activities and everything. So the logs, the OS level file system, these all are the OS level file systems here. So same logs will be available here as well. Same logs are available here as well here. So now conflict check here. It is checking the conflicts here. According to the spam, so it will check the conflicts and everything here. Is there any inconsistencies? Patches are okay or not? It will check the all kind of information here. So this is the major upgrade in the our basis parts here, right? And SAP upgrade is the high level activities here. So then after that, DB refresh is the next high level activities here. Remaining all are the small topics for the basis team here. Client copies, transport administration, daily monitoring. So then, so email configurations, so RFC connections, background jobs. These all are the small tasks. But the kernel upgrade, then SAP upgrades, these all are the high level configurations which we should know here. Who are having more experience, they should know about the SAP upgrades part here. So that we should know here. See here, let's progressing here. So now coming to the our part. So here some tool we have started, some is doing the upgrades configuration here. Then what exactly happens in the when it goes to the pre-processing phase, what exactly happens? Some tool will create the one step here that is called the shadow SAP shadow, one more SAP system it will create shadow system. As I mentioned here, so shadow concept means here, so here some tool will create the one more system, one more SAP system, which means if I talk about the in our own language, some tool will create the one more Ravi, shadow Ravi. Then all the updates, everything will happen in the shadow system. Once the shadow Ravi is updated, is everything is okay, then the data will be passed to the main system here. Same way, shadow system, what it will do, it will, as of now, up to checks phase, it will do the configuration checks, pre-processing, everything it will check in the here. Then in the pre-processing phase, you selected you need a shadow system. Then some tool will create a one shadow system here. Then some tool will upgrade the shadow system first. Then shadow system here. Then data will be copied to the here. Then some tool will and all the application tables, everything will be upgraded here. There is a list of activities will be performed in the pre-processing phase. So that's why, so we are waiting for the up to in this phase here. Now what we have to do, we need to progress this all those things here. Up to today, we have to progress the configuration and checks phase, and we need to stop at pre-processing phase here. Maybe we can also progress the pre-processing phase. I will explain it here. Once the pre-processing completed, execution, downtime phase, then post-processing upgrade is done. You are not doing anything here. Just you have downloaded the patches, XML file, patches, then started the sum tool. Everything you have given to the sum tool locations and everything. Then you are just watching the screen. Then whenever it is asking the next button, you are just clicking the next button. That's it. We have to do it as part of your screen, your SAP basis screen. But you should know what happens in the each and every phase here. That is the thing also we should know, right? As a understanding purpose. So that's why we are discussing in detailed way in each and every phase here. So now configuration is running. So we have to keep it running in this phase here. So any questions, anyone till now?
Sir, in production, which is a standard practice?
Standard or depends upon the how you are progressing here. So if you choose the advanced mode, what will happen? System will go advanced configuration, all the more resources and everything. So, but you see, we selected the standard, our system is going to hung. System is getting hung here. Why? Because, so I think here we have the 3 SAP systems. Then all those things are running on the here. So that's why system is hung status now. So this configuration is fine now for us. Based upon the CPU and memory utilization, so then we need to increase the process or we need to decrease the process here. Those things we have to consider. Now see, whenever this phase, some tool is very slow. System is very slow. Why? Because it's consuming a lot of memory and CPUs. We selected the more. We have 95%, 70, 60, 70% CPUs it is using. So other members also working on the systems here. That's the reason. So they are doing something in the system.
Sir, one small doubt.
Most of the process, someone is doing the installation here. Someone is doing installation in the same system. Yes, tell me.
You will download stack XML file, right, sir, from maintenance planner.
Yes,
In that one file, all the components, updated stack,
yes,
updated batch files will be there.
right.
Means we have to give that path, file location, that's it.
Right. So XML file, if you give it, automatically it will take the all the download files and everything. It will take it out.
Okay. But when I perform this some upgrade in my live environment, development and production, along with the stack file, we have downloaded the patch files also, like
No need.
about 25 to 30
Yeah,
GB, like
that
that we have downloaded.
yeah. That files we have to download it via download manager. We can download all at a time. We can
Uh,
download it. So we downloaded all those things,
yeah.
right? Same